Hey guys, welcome to day 4 of Making It Work Groudon. Yesterday we didn't do too well, kind of sucks. So today is our redemption day. Redemption. I'm probably going to be known on this YouTube channel as the guy who has issues talking. Anyways, I made some changes to the team again. So Power Up Punch wasn't really doing too much for us, so I just changed Kangaskhan's Power Up Punch to Low Kick. So I have a better chance of taking out my opponent's Kangaskhan. And then I also gave Zapdos Tailwind instead of Hidden Power Ice. The reason behind that is if I can make my Groudon faster than my opponent, then I will have no problem taking them out. While Hidden Power Ice did do a decent amount of damage to the Groudon, I kind of think setting up Tailwind will be better for us because I kind of just want my Groudon to outspeed my opponent so I can take them out. So that's kind of the main reasoning behind it. And yeah, give us a little speed control, help with things. So we're just going to look for a battle. One thing about this team is I'm not too sure about Aegislash yet. Ooh, interesting team. Anyways, not too sure about Aegislash because during practice battles and stuff like that, it just dies to Groudon. But that's kind of expected since Groudon hits it super effectively. Anyways, first opponent of the day has a team of Crobat, Ferrothorn, Thundurus, Gengar, Groudon, and Rayquaza. Some people pronounce Rayquaza differently. That's how I pronounce it. Anyways, so good leads here. They really have a Xerneas counter here with the Gengar and the Crobat and the Thundurus. I kind of think maybe Groudon Zapdos would be a good lead here. Maybe even Zapdos. Yeah, I think Groudon Zapdos is a good lead here. So I have Groudon Zapdos. I'm going to have Kangaskhan in the back. And last Pokemon I want... I could have Aegislash, although I'm not sure what Aegislash is going to do here. I think Xerneas may be better. Although that Ferrothorn is going to be a big issue. Okay. So, Groudon Zapdos. My opponents could bring Groudon. Maybe. I kind of think it's good to bring Aegislash because it's a good switch for for their Salamence. So we'll just find out. All right. So I like this lead because my Groudon actually has Rock Slide, so I can hit both of them super effectively. So that's pretty good here. Swagger, Thundurus, not something I like. I'm assuming Crobat's going to try and set up Tailwind, so I'm just going to go for a Rock Slide and try and set up Tailwind myself. So we kind of just cancel each other out, and their Groudon doesn't outspeed my Groudon. As you can see, we're having Groudon wars so far, or at least it will turn that way if they did bring their Groudon. Groudon's really cool because it does deal with Salamence. I mean, Rayquaza. I always seem to call Rayquaza Salamence. It does deal with Rayquaza pretty well. Also, it does take physical moves pretty well, and most of the offensive Pokemon for Groudon that are going to go against Groudon here are physical, so not really going to stop me. They're taking their time. Okay, so I don't know if I explained this earlier, but I took Hidden Power Ice off of Zapdos, but I left Heat Wave on because Heat Wave works well with Groudon's ability, and on top of that, it's good for hitting Steel-type Pokemon when I don't have Groudon around. So that was kind of the reasoning behind it. Come on, guys, I can't talk forever. It looks like we're just sitting here. Okay, that's an odd name for your player. Okay, anyways, possible Pokemon they have in the back. They probably have Groudon or Rayquaza. Rayquaza would suit this team pretty well. I mean, they do have 3 flying Pokemon, and after Rayquaza Mega Evolves, it removes those flying weaknesses, so it's a pretty good thing for them. Although it's kind of interesting because Thundurus and Crobat are both kind of support Pokemon, so they're leading with 2 support Pokemon. I'm kind of anticipating them to go first, so I grab my Zapdos to try and stop it from attacking, setting up Tailwind, and then Crobat going for Tailwind, and then probably turn after that, switching in their own Groudon, and yeah. So, looks like they're going for an offensive move, and Grass Knot doesn't do too much damage against Groudon. Okay, looks like my Zapdos is actually faster than the Thundurus, which is a good sign for me. Okay. I'm gonna go for a Rock Slide, and let's see. I kinda think they're gonna switch in Groudon, so it might be ideal to go for like the Blade thing and then Heat Wave, although that won't do too much damage. Thunderbolt may be better here. I don't know, because if I do the Precipice Blades, it means that if they don't switch, I won't get any damage off, and it might be better if I just knock both these Pokemon out. And I'm just gonna go for a Rock Slide Heat Wave. So if they do Super Fang, it misses. I get Heat Wave off, almost knocking Thundurus out. So good thing I didn't go for the Blade move, because then I wouldn't have gotten any damage off. Anyways, I did a Heat Wave with Zapdos because just in case they switched in Groudon, I would be able to get at least some damage off. Okay, so they send in Rayquaza and Groudon. Rayquaza obviously probably the Mega here. We are both have the same amount of Tailwind turns left. Okay. So I kind of want to just save Zapdos here and in a way hope that my Zapdos... I want to save Groudon and hope that Zapdos faints, so next turn I can just go for a purely offensive... I can send out Kangaskhan, fake out my opponent, and go for an attack. Now what will Zapdos do? Thinking I should go for a Thunderbolt on Rayquaza. Okay, Rayquaza Mega Evolves. I protect my Groudon. I get Thunderbolt off. It does, whoa, almost half damage. Although it was a crit. They have Waterfall. Oh boy. And this is an Eruption Groudon. I see. Okay, I'm going to send out Kangaskhan. I am not going to let that Waterfall go off. I'm switching in Iga Slash and going for a... Well... I could... No, I'm going to go for a Fake Out on that Groudon. So I'm switching in Iga Slash, faking out the Groudon. Rayquaza actually protects, which is good. They do a double protect. Come on, guys. Okay. So both our Tailwinds go out. They don't really have a speed control now. I kind of want to just protect my Aegislash here and go for the knockout on Rayquaza. Although, no, I think the bigger threat here is Groudon. So maybe, like, return something else on Groudon. Will they go for Eruption, though? That's the question. Or will they go for Earth Power? I'm going to go for a Wide Guard. So the way Eruption works is, if I remember right, it's kind of like Water Spout, so it goes off of your HP. So the more HP you have, the more damage it will do. So if I can get Groudon's HP down, that means that Eruption will do less. So that's kind of the reasoning behind it. And this Groudon did a special attack, so I'm kind of worried that it is a special attacker. I'm going to go for a King Shield, and so I could go and knock out the Rayquaza this turn with Return, and expecting Groudon to go for an Earth Power, or Groudon could go for Eruption, trying to knock me out. Actually, Wide Guard. So if they go for Eruption, I'll stop them. If they knock out my Egg Slash, I'm fine. Return on Rayquaza, just knock it out. So next turn, I'll have... Huh! That was a one-hit KO. Oh, it's Life Orb. Yeah. I think that's game. So, I haven't seen too many Rayquazas yet, so that Dragon Ascent knocking out my Kangaskhan should have been expected, but yeah. Gonna go for the Flash Cannon on Rayquaza and protect my Groudon. Okay, they try Waterfall, but fails. They do Earth Power on my Egg Slash. Really? Really? I could have gotten free damage off here. I'm kind of wanting to change my Groudon to the Eruption one. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. Because that's kind of all I can do. Groudon barely hangs on. Am I faster? No, I'm not faster. Okay, so... it may be a good idea to make this Groudon faster in the future to outspeed others. Yeah, not doing too well against other Groudon matches. Hey, there's White Kyurem here. Okay, second opponent of the day is running a team of Groudon, Kangaskhan, White Kyurem, Crobat, Sylveon, and Breloom. So this is kind of threatening because they can send out Kangaskhan, Breloom, go for Spore. They can send out Breloom, Groudon, go for I don't know what, but that would be scary. Yeah. So, well, I could send out Aegislash against the Breloom because it can't get spored. I kind of think that's the best play. So send out Kangaskhan, Aegislash, have Groudon on the back, and do I want a Mungus? I mean, Xerneas or Zapdos? I'm really worried. I'm not sure about Mungus in this team due to the Groudon being so dangerous to it, so all the time. So like in a team with Kyogre, it would do decently well because it can shut down Groudon, but not here. Okay, Zapdos is actually going to outspeed Kyurem, so yeah. So I lead with Kangaskhan, Aegislash. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to go for the... Go for a Fake Out on the Groudon, as well as a Flash Cannon on the Crobat. They do Quick Word. Why? Okay, Flash Cannon. I should just double attack that Groudon. Okay. Now I'm going to go for the Return on Groudon, and I'm assuming they're going to think I'm going to switch again, so, well, go into King Shield with Aegislash, so... Do I want to do that? Wide Guard! They do Tailwind, oh boy. Return does like nothing, but I do stop the blade thingy. Okay. Now... I want to save Kangaskhan, so I'm going to switch in Zapdos, and I think they may go for a straight up attack on one of my Pokemon. Let's see. I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball on Groudon, let it faint this turn if they don't attack. They actually sent out Kangaskhan, okay, okay. Go for the Fire Punch my Aegislash, knock it out. I guess trying to do a King Shield would have been a good idea. I sent out my Groudon. Mega Evolves. I'm going to do a double protect here because I don't want to be faked out and then hit by whatever the heck that thing is going to be throwing at us. Actually, I could go for a Tailwind Protect. That's actually kind of risky because they may fake out my Zapdos. No, they go for the low kick on Groudon. Okay, I'm fine with that. And Fire Punch almost knocks me out. These legendaries are too strong. Okay. So I know I can survive the blade attack from their Groudon. So if I can get it off, that puts me in a pretty good position. I guess go for a Thunderbolt here and the Reciprocal Blades. So I get Thunderbolt off. Down goes Zapdos. Kangaskhan does Double Edge. And I get the Blade thingy off. So 2 Pokemon down. Now it's 2 versus 2 and I'm almost out. Alright, so now I'm the one with Tailwind. Ha! I'm going to go for, let's see, turn the Crobat, because I should be able to outspeed it. I can knock it out then. And then I think Fire Punch is the best thing here. So they protect. I'm fine with that. I get return off, knocking out Crobat. Down! Okay, I got 1 turn left. I gotta knock it out now. So, ooh, low kick. I can low kick it, and that'll be super effective. And then Fire Punch because, yeah. And they fail to protect, so that's pretty much a game here. Game! Finally, I beat a Kangaskhan Groudon, and those things are so annoying. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, Kangaskhan Groudon is pretty common, so for you guys watching, it's good to make a counter for that. I did think of a counter for it, but for some reason I didn't bring it to this game. Probably because of Crobat. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to think of a counter for Kangaskhan Groudon and then bring it to the future games. Maybe switch Aegislash for Gengar? I mean, can do speed control, can take out Kangaskhan. Not sure what it's going to do to Groudon, but still. Anyways, so yeah, I think we're going to try that tomorrow. Gengar instead of Aegislash. Just what makes it work. So yeah, we'll probably try Gengar tomorrow. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in to day 4, right? Day 4 of making it work. Groudon. See you guys tomorrow with Gengar in the team, and we're going to check out how well this team can do and continue to climb the ladder.